Hello, I'm Bridget, the author of Fortify Your Life Workbook, and I thought I'd just take this opportunity to show you inside the book. So obviously we've got this very bright cover, and then inside you'll receive a bookmark or a postcard with this one of the key inspirational quotes, and then a little thank you on the back from me. And then as we go into the book, we've got the copyright and the disclaimers and the acknowledgements, and then we have a little bit about me. We have an introduction and a welcome to the book. We have again that inspirational quote, some advice on how to best go through the book. We've got an overview of the modules and the lessons within those modules. And then we've got a little bit more detail about the modules. You'll notice going through the book that we have these inspirational pictures and quotes. A little reminder about what is involved in your self-care, and more detail on how to use this workbook. Description on how the process works itself, and some things to bear in mind before you start. And then each of the modules, this is just an overview, each of the modules has a colour allocated to them, and a band of each of these colours down the edge of the page indicates that that page is a page of learning. So then each module starts with its own title page. On the reverse you have what lessons you have, what you'll learn, a reminder of the colours that we're using, an introduction, and then straight into some learning. This one is module 1, and module 1 is the emotional one, where we connect with not just the reason that you want to do or make the changes that you're doing, but the reasons why, the emotional reasons why. Again, some more learning, as you can see, depicted by this colour strip. More learning, and a worksheet. Then at the end of each module you have a reflection and an action page. When you put your actions in, don't just write down what it is, but write down when you're going to do it. Not just the day, but the time, or at least morning or afternoon or evening. You're more likely to adhere to it then. Then we have a conclusion, and then into the next module. And again, we have the introductory pages. Then we go straight into some learning. This one's about behaviour and habits. Straight into quite a lengthy exercise. And then that's also exercise. And then we've got a lesson on stress and its effects and how to tame it. And we learn about the brain and the characters that sit inside our head. There's a cartoon here which helps to explain it. And then we have some ideas on how to tame stress. Another exercise. Some more learning. And then your reflection, actions, conclusion. Next module, again the introductory pages, introduction to the module. This one's about words and our language. You have a preparation activity, some teaching about it, and then actually doing. Then you have some learning about harnessing language, quite a few pages on that. And then you have an area to write your own affirmations, expectations, some foundation work, unhelpful habits, and then a short self-awareness exercise. And then you go back and actually review some of the work that you've done. And then we come to the reflection page again, the action page, and your conclusion. Into the next module. You've got the introduction pages. This one's how you get rid of old habits and forge new ones. A bit more about how the brain works, but this time, rather than how we behave, this is more about the chemistry. Learning. A few more pages of learning, and then we've got this exercise to do. And another exercise. A plan. And a reflection. Then we have your action page and some conclusion again. Back into module 5. You get the idea. Introductory pages. This one's about stress and how it implicates your weight and other things and how you can combat it. There's lots of, this is an appraisal of what your actual level of stress is. Then we've got some learning, as you can see, with the stripes down the side. And this goes on for several pages. And then we've got space for your exercise, your own work. Then we've got more learning. Again, module 5 is quite a chunky one, lots of learning. And then towards the end we've got a worksheet, quite a lengthy worksheet, which helps you to review and consolidate, a reflection, your action page again, and your conclusion. And then we're into module 6. Module 6 is all about activity, exercise and sleep. And then we've got the usual introductory pages, what to expect from this chapter. First off, we're talking about sleep, learning about sleep, lots of learning, a bit more learning, and then we have an activity, and again we have another assessment for you to do, and another exercise, and then some more learning, another exercise, a little bit more learning, an exercise, and then we've got your reflection, your action page, conclusion, and then we come to the roundup. So this is bringing it all together. So here we look at what you've covered, what you need to do, and what's next. I think that's fairly self-explanatory. We've got a poem here that's been compiled from 3 different places, 3 different authors. And then there's your reflection, your action sheet going forward, some final thoughts, and then in the back you've got your bonuses and useful bits. So in here we've got some help with how to action the reflections, what to do with the reflections, some questions to prompt you. And then we've got a little section on dieting. And then we've got a shopping list and a recipe card. Oops, sorry. Yeah, a recipe card. And then we've got a freezer inventory, a visual prompt as to how much of your macros you should have in your food on your plate. Then we look at men versus women with regard to weight loss. We've got a section on meditation and then creating your own meditation. And sorry. And then we've got an area for you to actually write your own meditation. Then we've got another self-awareness exercise, which goes into a little bit more depth than one before. And then we've got a section on vision boarding, what it is and how to go about it. Then we've got some learning about the law of attraction and how to implement it. Then we've got a little section on journaling, the importance of baseline measurements and how to take them. The important ones as well. And then you've got a chart on which you can, a record sheet. And then we have anchoring, which is a way of helping you to become more confident, less anxious. And then we have a page at the back which explains about note taking and how best to take notes. So I hope that has given you an insight as to what's inside the book. I'm sorry about the wobbly camera. Thank you.